it's MaryBeth from MBGray Designs. Welcome back to my channel. So I got a few projects for you today. So these came together like as a set. It's just a jar, like a shorter, wider jar and a more narrow, taller jar. They're really cute, right? And so we're going to do those today. I'll tell you the colors here in a moment. Flip that back over. And then I got this mold. I thought it was... Okay, I have a problem when I'm on Amazon. I'm really bad about looking at the dimensions. So this is an adorable little jar. I did think it was bigger. And the top is like all these little roses. So I think this is going to be super cute when it's done. So we're going to do that one too. And then, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I thought I was ordering this really cute tray. Like this size is what I thought. Here it is. It's like this little mini and it has a hole maker built in, so it's like a key chain or a key ring, you know what I mean, charm or a bag charm or whatever. It's super cute. It has little crystals or diamonds or whatever in there, little gems, you know. Yeah, super cute. So we may mold this if we have enough, which we should, because it probably only takes like a ½ ounce. Anywho, all right, for the cute rose jar, that's what we'll call it, with the rose top lid or whatever, I'm going to do some intense chameleon powder in dark magenta. We're going to just brush that in on the top. And then I don't know what color I'm going to do for this one yet. I'll think about that. And then for this jar, we're going to try, I got some Dianka Pours glitters. I've tried one of them, but I haven't tried all of them yet. And this one I have not tried yet. And it's called Pink Kaleidoscope Glitter. It's a blend. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this. So that's what we're going to do this jar in. And then for this jar, we're going to do 4 colors. Are you ready? 2 micas and 2 pastes. So the pastes are Let's Resin, cyan and white, and then the micas are Dianka Pours, Bahava Blue, and Prima Ballerina. And I don't know, I think it might be kind of cool looking. So we're going to see. We're just going to play and have some fun. I love mixing up colors, so that's what we're going to do with that. So first things first, let's take this and a little brush. Let me get a little brush and let's just paint in the mica. If I can get this open. Give me a second here. Oh my, that was not easy. I don't know why. All right, so we're just going to take a little bit of the mica powder. And a little does go a long way with this stuff, but we're going to just paint everything, the leaves and everything. I'm just going to paint the whole thing in this magenta color. I think that's going to be pretty. Hopefully. And then I'm trying to think what color I want to do the jar. Maybe a pretty, let's see, this is magenta. Ooh, maybe like a purpley color or, I'm having a hard time deciding that. So I do need to figure that part out. I may have to just surprise you when we're mixing the resin up because I got to think. I wish you could talk to me because, you know, you all would have such great input and tell me exactly what color we should use for this. Wouldn't that be great? Oh, I guess if I went live, I guess then you could, but yeah, I haven't done that. Maybe someday we'll do that. I don't know. That would be kind of fun, huh? You'll have to let me know if you'd want me to do that. But I do wish you were just right here with me in my studio and you could talk to me. That would be so much fun. All right. I think this is looking good. There's just so many, oh look, there's just so many little nooks and crannies in here. It's hard to get it all in there. So I'm kind of bending open the mold like this just to get all the way in there. I'm going to have to do that kind of all the way around. You see what I mean? See, like all that in there? I want to get that all painted with the mica powder. Hopefully this turns out really pretty. I think it will. And one thing I've learned with the intense, it doesn't matter what color you back them in. So you don't have to back it in black or a dark color or anything like that to get the intense. You can use any color, is my understanding. And it'll still be intense. Okay, let's get this rose up here. All those little areas in here. I would do it in this dark magenta, but it is almost out. I don't have enough in here to, I'm almost out. I need to get some more. So I can't. I don't have enough to mix in with my resin. I pretty much have enough just to do this. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Oh, well, there's some spots right there. Okay, so I'm just kind of opening up the mold and just checking, making sure I've got all these little nooks and crannies filled in. Kind of need some help on this side. There we go. Better. Man, there are a lot of little areas. Okay. All right, I think that looks good. All right, I'm going to get my resin going, and then we'll dissolve our mica powders in some alcohol, and yeah, we'll get this going. Okay, we're going to take our mica powder and put some in our cup. I don't need, what do I have, 4 colors? Yeah, I don't need very much because it's only going to be maybe 1.5 ounces each color. You know what I mean? So that's probably good. And I was thinking I wanted to use this Prima Ballerina for the jar where we painted the roses. I think that might look good with it. I hope so. I think we're gonna, and I basically have enough to do that. So we might as well put some in this cup too. Getting really low, and I love this color. Obviously, I love this color. I'm gonna have to order some more. You know what, there's not very much in here. I might as well just put some more in this one. Just to make sure we got enough. Okay. And then, sorry, I got my mixer going. It goes on 40-second intervals. By the way, I'm using Let's Resin 1:1 resin, and I'm using the Let's Resin large mixer, in case you're curious. Here is that Bahava blue, which is becoming one of my favorites. Again, we don't need too much. Okay. Now we are going to take our alcohol and just dissolve, just a very little bit, just to dissolve the mica powder. This way, when we mix in our resin, we won't have any unmixed mica powder. So I like to do this little trick. I think I I learned this from Michelle from Glitz and Glitter, but it was one of her subscribers, she said, that told her about it. Brilliant. So whoever came up with this, I don't know. But such a good idea. All right. And what I'm going to do then is the paste. I'll put the paste in, obviously, once I pour the resin in my cups. And then I've got to put everything through the bubble remover. Now, my bubble remover, I can only fit 3 cups in at a time. And so, yeah, it'll probably be a couple cycles that I got to go through here. So we will be back once everything comes out of the bubble remover. Okay, we're back. We're back. All right, let's pour this cute rose jar first with the Prima Ballerina. I'm not going to spray this one with alcohol, but we will spray this one. But let's start over here. Man, there's a lot of nooks and crannies. So I'm going to put a little bit in. And I think, let me put a little bit more in. I think what I'm going to do, first I'm going to grab a paper towel. This off my glove. I'm going to kind of open this up, squish it around. Just really want to get all that resin down into all these little areas. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just moving it around really, really well. I don't know, hopefully this will help with bubbles. Getting rid of them, that is. I can see some coming up. Now I feel like I can spray it. Okay. There's still some coming up. There we go. Maybe pound it. All right. Yeah, I don't want bubbles in the beautiful flowers. Okay, here we go. Fill the rest of this up. Oh man, I think I got some on my arm. Dang it. Give me a second here. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Now let's spray the jar part. Make sure it gets in there. Oh, you know what? Oh no. There are roses inside the jar and I did not paint them with mica powder. Huh. And I don't really have enough to do it. Oh well, only the lid. We'll have to paint them after the fact with a complementary color or something. I didn't realize that. This is the first time I'm pouring it. Oh goodness. Aw, I hope it still turns out okay. I am gonna move this resin around a little bit because I didn't realize that till just now when I was rubbing the alcohol around that there's roses inside there. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so pretty. I think it'll be okay. All right, let's fill this up. I think I made way too much resin for this little jar. I made like 3-ish ounces, maybe a little bit over 3. So yeah, that's okay. We'll have some extra. Okay, let me just top this up a little bit. Okay, I think that looks good. Let me get some of these out of the way. This will be our next one. Move this out of the way. All right, I'm gonna top this a little bit more also. Just a few more little drops there. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, I'm gonna slide this on over out of the way. And next, okay, so first of all, we have 2 ounces left. Oh my gosh, that only took like an ounce to an ounce and a half. I'm terrible at guessing. Anywho, We need to put some glitter in our resin. So let's do that next. Again, it's the Pink Kaleidoscope Glitter by Dianka Pours. And I'm so excited to see what this glitter looks like. It's going to be so pretty. All right, let's just start with a little bit. Boy, I am just all over the place here. Because I kind of want to see the resin too, the clear resin. I don't want it to just be glitter. Does that make sense? Boy, my resin's starting to get really warm. I need to get a bit of a move on here. I'll show you what this looks like in a second. Wow, it's getting really warm. Look how pretty that is. And I think that looks perfect. So, I didn't take much at all. Set that aside. Let me get my stick out. Get this wiped off real quick. All right. Let me get a paper towel. It's just easier to slide. Okay, let's start with the lid first. Fill that up. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Man, I hope I have enough for this jar. We may have to mix in some Prima Ballerina with it if I don't. Hopefully I have enough. Okay. Let me get this alcohol all the way down this mold. Okay. Here we go. Please be enough. Please be enough resin. I'm pretty darn nervous that we're not going to have enough. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh man, we only have like an ounce left. I'm not going to have enough. Can you believe that? I planned 4.5 ounces, I think, for this one. Oh, darn it. I don't want to mix the Prima Ballerina with it. What do I do? What do I do? I may have to, but I've already poured the lid. Do you see my dilemma? Let's just keep pouring and see what happens. Oh gosh, yeah, there's no way. I'm only halfway full here. Okay, this is a problem. Dang it. Well, my resin's getting really warm. I can't sit here and debate about stuff. I got to get a move on. So let me get this in here. And let's pour our other jar. I don't have any more clear, do I? No, I don't. Wow, I can't believe I was that off. I was pretty off. Way too much for the other jar and way not enough for this one. Gosh, does this happen to anybody else? Is it just me? Okay. All right. I gotta think. I gotta pour the other jar really quick. So let me get this out of the way for now, and I'll figure this out in a little bit. Okay. So now we've got this jar, and what we're going to do with this one is I have those 4 colors that we're going to marble with. So we've got the cyan and the white, the paste, and then for mica powders, the Prima Ballerina, the Bahava Blue. So I am just going to go ahead and start the Prima Ballerina, put a little bit of Bahava Blue in there, some cyan, and some, oh my gosh, I'm probably not going to have even remotely close. I planned 6 ounces for this one, but the lid itself is probably going to take a lot. Oh, MARYBETH's going to be mixing up more resin. That's what's going to happen. Oh, well. What else do I have to do, right? And by the way, it's late. It's late at night, of course. All right, let me start pouring. That looks, I think these colors kind of look cool together. What do you think? All right, let's start pouring the actual jar. I'm just rubbing the alcohol around. Okay. So start with this. Do some blue. Some cyan. Come on, cyan. And some white. And now it's time to scrape. Okay, start with the blue. Man, I just cannot believe I was this off. Oh, gosh. Another day in my life. Okay, there's the blue. Let's put the pink in. I do need to squeeze this too, but I'm okay right now. Let's see, maybe after the pink. Okay. I'm going to pick it up and just, I don't want to ruin my pattern, so I'm just kind of gently squeezing for some bubbles here. Because there's a cool looking pattern happening on the side. All right, it's time for the rest of the cyan. The resin is so thick. Oh my gosh. Very, very thick. Like I said, and I think it was actually 6.5 ounces that I had. So, Okay, there's the cyan, and then what's left is the white. So we'll get that poured in. Oh, I see a bubble. Go away, bubbles. There we go. All right, I'm trying to figure out how much more I need to make. I'll figure it out. So what I'll do is I'll just finish pouring this off camera. It's going to be the same, obviously the same colors, and I got to do a little bit of glitter too, clear with glitter to finish the other jar. So I'll mix up some more resin, put it through the bubble remover, do the whole routine, get these poured, and then let them cure, and we will be back for demold. Wait, I forgot. Guess what? I have 2 ounces of Prima Ballerina, and that was one of the colors. So we might be okay with this one. This Prima Ballerina may save us on the bottom. Darn it. I wish I would have realized sooner. I could have incorporated it, you know, a little bit differently, but that's okay. So I think we're going to be okay. I'm only going to probably have to make up a couple ounces for the other jar with the glitter. I totally forgot about this. Look, we're going to have enough. Perfect. There we go. I'm going to scrape the rest in the jar lid because I think it could use a little bit more right down the middle here. Thankfully, this was one of the colors we used. Okay, well that makes me feel a little bit better. So I just need to mix up a little bit, put some glitter in it, and finish this other jar. All right, we'll be back now. We'll be back after, or to demold. Okay, it's time for demold. Yay! All right, let's start with, I had a little butterfly. Oh, I know. I think this happened when I had to make more to fill up my jar. I had a little bit left over. I got some overpour here, but this was from our pretty glitter. What was it called again? Kaleidoscope, pink kaleidoscope glitter by Dianka Pours. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, definitely I got the overpour. Let me show you on a paper towel so you can see it maybe a little bit better. I don't know if it shows up better for you, but look at, so pretty. And this mold is by Michelle from Glitz and Glitter. So there's that. Very, very pretty. Let's go ahead and do our jar. Why not? I definitely have overpour. I guess I didn't catch that when it was curing. So I'm going to need to trim quite a bit right there. But this is our, oh, and that's the top. This is our lid. Okay. And then let's see how easy or hard it is to demold this. I'm hoping easy. Come on, let's do it. There we go. Now I think we can roll it down and get it. Hopefully. Almost there. There we go. Oh, I'm loving it. Okay, hold on. Let me get my mold back. All right, we'll set the mold aside. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that. You guys, dare I say, no bubbles. Wow, let's make sure the lid, obviously I need to trim the lid, no big deal, but the lid will fit just fine, and we'll trim that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. What do you think? Wonder what this would look like on top. Huh, I don't know. We'll have to think about what we want to do. Okay, so there's that. Now, I'm really excited to see this, the rose top. Remember, I didn't know to paint. There's roses on the inside of this, so that is kind of a bummer. Oh my God, this is going to be so cute. It's so tiny. Look at how tiny that is in my hand. But look at all these roses. So pretty. I think they're roses. Very pretty. I think it's a matte mold, which is fine, but that's cute. Definitely need to sand on the bottom there. Again, I don't think I'm seeing bubbles. Wow. Okay, let's check this out. Remember the Intense Chameleon pattern in magenta or dark magenta? Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. And that'll go on top. Man, I really wish I would have remembered to paint that. Oh, I have a bubble right on the side. Bummer. That's a total bummer. Gonna have to figure out something. Okay, yeah, we'll have to figure out how to decorate this up. I'll probably paint this in. Wow, I like that dark magenta though. What do you think? It is intense. Look how cute. It's just a teeny weeny little jar. Just a jar. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Now for this jar, I am looking forward to this because of these colors. I wanted to see how they worked together. So here's our, oh, there's the lid. Oh, this is the top. I'm definitely going to have to sand. I should have probably domed that a little bit more. But I remember I was getting close to not having enough, and then I found the extra 2 ounces of the Prima Ballerina. So we're lucky this even got full. I mean, I would have made more, but you know what I mean. All right, let me get this unmolded. There we go. Now we can roll it down, I think. All right, let's see what this one looks like. Oh, wow, that's pretty. Look at those colors. Wow. What do you guys think? There's the inside. Oh, that is beautiful. And look how shiny it is. And the lid fits good. Like I said, I definitely need to trim the top and sand it. But that is pretty. I really, 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 really like this. A lot. Yeah. Very pretty. Wow. That looks so good. Yay. Okay, well, I've got some work to do, so let me finish these pieces off, and then we will be back for final reveal. Okay, we are back for the final reveal. So let's start with this the little rose jar. I am not happy with it at all. So I love the chameleon, intense chameleon powder that I used. That was really pretty. I tried to do what I could on these little bubbles, but it didn't really fix the problem. I was upset that I didn't know there were roses on the side of the jar. So what I did is I took my gilding, liquid gilding in white gold and just brushed it on. That's all I did. I don't really like how it turned out. I don't like those little bubbles. I'm upset that I didn't match, you know, this on the side, but we'll mold it again. But anyways, that's that. And then the butterfly always turns out cute, and that was with that Dianka Pours glitter. Speaking of the glitter, that's what this jar is. So I had one of these Bond Crafter flowers already made, and so I just used it as the topper. Super cute. And on the lid, I put some light pink rhinestones around on the top and on the side of the lid. And that's all I did. Of course, sand on everything. I sand and use Resin Restore. So there's that jar. And then for this jar, I had this flower. It's from Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. I love this flower mold. Anyway, it was done in Prima Ballerina. Beautiful color. And I had light pink rhinestones already on it, and I thought it went well with this jar. So we used it as a topper, and I used light pink rhinestones around the top of the lid, as you can see, and then also the top of the jar, like that. And that's all I did to that one, and I think it turned out super pretty. What do you think? Okay, well, thank you for spending your time with me today. I hope you enjoyed these projects. Don't forget to stay tuned for the pictures. And don't forget, I have a bunch of discount codes in my description box. I did just get word that Diana from Dianka Pours is going to give me a discount code. So at the time of this filming, I don't have it quite yet, but always check my description box. I could have it. So, yep, there you go. All right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.
Say something like you love me and make my day, like you always do, like you always do.